Hello, everyone. Pop and I are in Ireland having a lovely adventure. It's our first time here. Maybe it'll be our only time here, who knows? And we went to a bookstore and I saw a family. They looked like they enjoyed books. So I asked this Irish mother or mum if this was a good story. And she said, a very good legend, one of the most popular. So I got this to read to you. I did Google how to say some of these names, but forgive me if I mispronounce them. So here we go. Tir na Nog, a favorite Irish legend by Erica McCann and Connor Busutil. Maybe it's a favorite Irish legend. Niamh lived in the magical land of Tir na Nog. It was a wonderful place. Every day was filled with music and laughter, and every night there was a delicious feast. Niamh loved her home of Tir na Nog. She wanted the people of the human world. She watched the people of the human world, and she felt sorry for them. Every night the people were tired. Sometimes they felt sick, and each day they grew older. In Tir na Nog, nobody ever grew old, and nobody ever got sick. Everyone stayed young and healthy, and each beautiful day was exactly the same as the one before. One day, as Niamh was watching the human world, she noticed a young man named Oisín. Oisín was fun and lively, and he was kind to everyone. How sad, thought Niamh, that one of these days he too will grow old and die. In Tir na Nog, Oisín would stay young. In Tir na Nog, he would stay healthy. So Niamh made a plan. She climbed on the back of her horse, and they galloped across the fields. With the wind in Niamh's hair, they rode faster and faster. Then, with one great jump, the white horse leapt from Tir na Nog into the human world. The people were startled at the sight of Niamh in her magical great white horse. "Who are you?" gasped Oisín. "I am Niamh of Tir na Nog," said Niamh, "and if you like, Oisín, I will take you there, and you will live forever." Oisín had always wanted to see the magical land of Tir na Nog, so he hugged his friends and said goodbye, and Niamh lifted him onto her great white horse. Niamh held tight to the reins, and Oisín held tight to Niamh. They galloped across the fields until, whoosh, the white horse leapt back into Tir na Nog. "How beautiful!" cried Oisín. "This land is perfect in every way." Niamh smiled because she knew it was true. You can see this land out the window. It is quite lovely here. Niamh was funny and playful and smart. She made Oisín laugh and laugh. Oisín was lively and silly and kind, and he told Niamh so many stories. Together they had lots of adventures, but Oisín began to grow weary. "I miss my home," said Oisín one day. "But why?" asked Niamh. "In the human world, people feel worried or afraid or angry or sad." "But all of our feelings keep our hearts lively," Oisín replied. "Here things are always the same." Niamh frowned. She didn't understand, so Oisín told Niamh a story about a woman called Leah Luachra. Leah Luachra had been a great warrior, but when Oisín met her, she was old and sick. "I'm sorry that you are old now," he said, "and that your heart is sick." "Don't feel sorry for me," Leah laughed. "My heart may be sick, but I keep it lively." Then Leah took Oisín's hand in hers. Parts of her hand felt rough from every time she had swung her sword, and parts of her hand felt soft from all the hands that had ever held it. "Every moment of our lives is written on our skin," she said, "and everything we do and feel is adding to the story." Neve did not understand the tale of Leah Luatra, I think. But she wanted Oisin to be happy, so she lent him her great white horse. This way you can visit your home, said Neve, but you must be careful to stay on my horse. If you touch the ground, you can never come back. Oisin climbed onto Neve's white horse and leapt into the human world. He was shocked when he saw his home again. Much more time had passed than he had thought. His family and friends were all long gone, and Oisin felt terribly sad. Oisin followed a lonely road and came across a stranger. Excuse me, young man, the stranger said. Could you help me move this rock? Oisin was kind and agreed to help, but his sadness made him feel heavy. As he pushed and pushed on the great big rock, he slipped from Neve's horse and fell to the ground. Immediately, Oisin grew older. His skin became wrinkled and soft, and his hair grew long and gray. Whoops, here to here. Neve was watching from Tir na Nog. She saw Oisin fall to the ground. She was so shocked that without her horse, she reached across worlds and took Oisin's hand. Parts of his hand felt rough and parts of his hand felt soft. He smiled at Neve, and around his eyes there were lines from all the times he had smiled. Then Oisin's body turned to ash. It was carried away on the breeze over fields and rivers and seas. Neve sat down by the lonely road. She cried and cried and cried. The stranger felt very sorry for Neve, and he sat down beside her. Neve told the stranger all about Oisin. She said Oisin was kind, and she cried even more. Then she laughed and said he was silly. She told the stranger how much she loved Oisin, and the stranger nodded and smiled. Neve became friends with the stranger and many more people besides. She came often to visit the human world, to hear of their tales and adventures. And when Neve thought about Oisin, when she felt happy and angry and sad, she shared her feelings with her friends, and they shared their feelings too. Then Neve and her friends built a nice warm fire, and all of them sat down together. They told stories, and they kept their hearts lively, and they laughed, and they cried, and they loved. So that was a legend from Ireland, and look what I just found in our hotel room. Irish fairy tales and legends. Um, and for children. So maybe we can read one later. But Pop and I are going to take to the roads now, driving on the left-hand side to go explore what's outside this window. So, oops. I love you guys. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Feel all the feelings. Bye.